Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye Nasta Prayesu Habhadresu Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naisikhe. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is very meant of concourse, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana, unto Nara Narayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author, by regular attendance in classes on Srimad Bhagavatam, by rendering of service unto the pure devotees of the Lord, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the Personality of Godhead, whose praise with transcendental song is established as an irrevocable fact. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 23, chapter entitled Divinity and Divine Service. Sadvam Rajastama iti prakrte gunestaher Yukta para purusa ekai asya dhate Sthiti adaya arir viranchi areti samgya Swayam sitatra khalu sadva tanur nirnamshu Sadvam rajastamahiti prakartir gunestaher Yukta parapurusa ekai asya dhate Siti adaya hari viranchi areti samgyam Shreyamsi tatra kalu sadva tanu nirnamshu Sadvam raja samahiti prakrte gunastaher Yukta parapurusa heka ihasya dhate Sthiti adaye arir viranchi areti samgyam Shreyamsi tatra kalu sadva tano nirnamshu
Sattvam rajastama iti prakriter gunastayir Yukta para purusha eka ihasya dhate Sthityadaye hari virinchi hareti sangyaha Sheyam sitatra kalu sattva tanondrinamsyu
Sattvam rajastama iti prakrite gunaistayir Yukta para purusha eka ihasya dhate Tityadaye Hari Virinchi Hareti Samjana Nam Sitatra Kavasattva Taro Nimnam Syu
Sattvam, goodness. Raja, passion. Tama, darkness of ignorance. Iti, thus, prakriti, of the material nature. Guna, qualities. Tai, by them. Yukta, associated with. Para, transcendental. Purusha, the personality. Eka, one. Ihasya, of this material world. Date, accept. Sthiti adhaya, for the matter of creation. Maintenance and destruction, etc. Hari, Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. Viranchi, Brahma. Ara, Lord Shiva. Iti, thus. Samgya, different futures. Shreyamsi, ultimate. Benefit. Tatra, therein. Kalu, of course. Sattva, goodness. Tano, form. Nirnam, of the human being. Shu, derived. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The Transcendental Lord is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness and ignorance, and just for the material world's creations, maintenance and destruction, he accepts three qualities, forms of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Of these three, all living beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the quality of goodness. Purport. The dead Lord Sri Krishna, by his plenary parts, should be rendered devotional service, as explained above, is confirmed by this statement. Lord Sri Krishna and all his plenary parts are Vishnu Tattva, or the Lordship of Godhead. From Sri Krishna, the next manifestation is Baladev. From Baladev is Sankarshan, from Sankarshan is Narayana, and from Narayana there is the second Sankarshan, and from this Sankarshan the Vishnu Purusha avatars. The Vishnu, the deity of the quality of goodness in the material world, is the Purusha avatar known as Ksirodakshaya Vishnu or Paramatma. Brahma is the deity of Raja's passion, Lord Shiva of ignorance. They are the three departmental aids of the three qualities of this material world. Creation is made possible by the goodness of Vishnu when is required to destroy Lord Shiva, does it by Tandava Nritya. The materialists and the foolish human being worship Brahma and Shiva respectively, but the pure transcendentalists worship the form of goodness Vishnu in his various integrated forms and separated forms. The integrated forms are called Godhead, and the separated forms are called the living entities or the Jivas. Both the Jivas and Godhead have their original spiritual forms. Jiva's forms are always controllers of energy. When Vishnu, the personality of Godhead, appears in the material world, He comes to deliver the conditioned living beings who are under the material energy. Such living beings appear in the material world with intention of being lords, and thus they become entrapped by the three modes of nature. As such, the living entities have to change the material coverings for undergoing different terms of imprisonment. The prison house of the material world is created by Brahma under the instruction of the personality of Godhead, and at the conclusion of a kalpa, the whole thing is destroyed by Shiva. But as far as maintenance of the prison house is concerned, it is done by Vishnu as much as the state prison house is maintained by the state. Anyone, therefore, who wish to get out of this prison house of this material existence, which is full of miseries like repetition of birth, death, disease and old age, must please Lord Vishnu for such liberation. Lord Vishnu is worshipped by devotional service only, and if anyone has to continue prison life in the material world, he may ask for relative facilities from the different demigods like Shiva, Brahma, Indra, Varuna, etc. for temporary relief. No demigod can, however, release the imprisoned living beings from the conditioned life of material existence except Vishnu. Therefore, the ultimate benefit may be derived from Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. Om Ajnanatimarandasya Jnanananjana Salakaya Chakshurhanmulitameno Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhisam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sangrajatam Sahagano Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vidam Cha E Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sude Devi Pranamame Aripriye Vanchakalpatrubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evecha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sadvam Rajastamayiti Prakartir Gunastahir Yukta Para Purusa Eka Ihasya Jate Siti Adaya Hare Viranchi Areti Samgya Shreyamsi Tatra Kalo Sattva Tano Ninamshu. The Transcendental Lord is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness and ignorance. And just for the material world's creation, maintenance and destruction, except the three qualities form of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Of these three, all living beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the qualities of goodness. So we are continuing the subject matter on the existence of Lord Shiva. Somewhere or other, by the mercy of the Lord, that the creation has taken place so that somewhere or other we can revive our Krishna consciousness in a way that it becomes more favorable towards Krishna. Anya bilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulyena silena bhakti saktir uttamam. That whatever devotional service we perform towards Krishna has to be favorable towards the way Krishna wanted the devotional service to be performed. But somewhere or other, the creation of this world consists of three modes of material nature. There is a need for the Lord to expand into three different expansion here, like Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. And by the association with Lord Vishnu, here it's been said that we get a total benefit because Lord Vishnu is situated in the mode of goodness. In the next verse here, it's been said, Parthiva daruno dhumas tasmad agyam trayi mayi tamasasu rajastad sadvad yad brahmanam darshanam. That is in the next verse, the Lord says the firewood is the transformation of the earth. From the earth, the firewood, the wood has come. So the wood is the transformation of the earth, the wood, but the smoke is more better than the wood. Wood is more better than the earth. So now, better than the smoke is the fire. The fire can be used for many activities of yajna for pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So now the wood is considered to be like in the mode of ignorance. The smoke is considered to be in the mode of passionate. And the fire is considered to be in the mode of goodness. So here Lord Shiva represents mode of ignorance, and Brahma represents mode of passion, and Lord Vishnu represents mode of goodness. Sarvayonesu kaunteya murtaya sambhavantiya tasam brahma mahadyonir aham bija pradapita sadvam raja samahiti guna prakirtir sambhava nibbannanti mahabhaho deha dehinam avyayam. There is there in the chapter 14, text 4-5, that we are being the part and parcel children of Lord Krishna. Originally we are very pure soul, but somewhere or other coming into the material world. This material world consists of three modes of material nature: mode of goodness, mode of passionate, and mode of ignorance. Tatra sadvam nirmaladva prakasakam anamayam sukha sangena bhadnanti jnana sangena chanagha. The chapter 14, text 6, Krishna explains that the mode of goodness is nirmala, means is very pure, free of any kinds of sin. And the mode of goodness gives happiness all the time for the living being. Then the mode of goodness also desires more towards into the accumulating the knowledge in their life. Raja ragad makam vedi trishna sangha samudbhava tanibhatnanti kaunteya karma sanghe na dehinam. Whereas the mode of passionate, it creates more longingness, more desire, more anchoring and more lamentation. Tamastomagyan jhamvidhi mohanam sarvadehinam pramadalasya nidhrabhi tanibannanti bharata. Whereas the mode of ignorance put oneself more into indolence, more into lazy, and more into darkness of ignorance, and keep them away from knowledge. Because the living being, the material world consists of these three modes of material nature, and the material modes of nature is fluctuating. That has been explained in the 14th chapter, text 10, that tamas rajas tamascha vibhuya sadvam bhavati bharata raja sattvam tamasaiva Sadvam Rajas Tamasiti. That sometimes the mode of goodness become very prominent. Sometimes mode of passion defeats the mode of goodness, is become prominent. Sometimes mode of ignorance defeats the mode of goodness and mode of passionate, and it become more prominent in this world. So in this way, the modes of nature in the material world is fluctuating all the time. And to assist the living entities in this world, the Lord comes into three different forms. That to help those who are in the mode of goodness, He comes in the form of Lord Vishnu. To help those who are in the mode of passionate, He comes in the form of Lord Brahma. And to help those who are in the mode of ignorance, He comes in the form of Lord Shiva. So in this way, Prabhupada also beautifully explains a living entity is like a fire, and the modes of nature, the mode of goodness is like a dry grass, the mode of passionate is like a wet grass, mode of ignorance is the water. So the living entity is like a fire. When the fire falls into mode of goodness, the dry grass, then it becomes very qualitatively, it grows. If the fire falls in the wet grass, only smoke comes out. If the fire falls into the water, then it distinguishes altogether. So in this way, that the living entity to become more enlightened and to be more, spiritually advanced and successful in their life, they always, should imbibe, the mode of goodness. And Prabhupada beautifully explains the different. The Lord Shiva. He said the Lord Shiva is not exactly a living entity, but he is also not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is in between. And Prabhupada quoted the Brahma Samhita, Siram Nadadali Vikara Vishesha Yoga Sanjayate Nahi Tata Pritak Astiyeto Ya Sambudam Apitada Samupaiti Karyal Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Lord Shiva is like a yogurt. Yogurt is nothing else other than the milk. The transformation of milk is the yogurt. Now the yogurt cannot go back into milk, but the milk at any time can become another yogurt. This is the position of Lord Shiva in the world. He is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he also not the Jiva Sakti. He also not like Brahma, the living entities. So his position is very, very unique. And Prabhupada explains that, that Lord Krishna has got 10%, 100% of his qualities. There are beautifully, Rupa Goswami explains of the 64 qualities. The principal attributes of Lord Krishna, there are 64 qualities are there. Out of the 64 qualities, Lord Brahma has got 50. And Lord Shiva has got 55 qualities, and Lord Vishnu has got 60 qualities. In the percentage, Lord Krishna possesses 100% of the quality. Lord Vishnu possesses 93% of the quality of Lord Krishna. And Lord Shiva, he has got 84% of the quality of Lord Krishna. And Brahma has got 78 qualities of Lord Krishna. So he says that now whatever Brahma has got 50 qualities, the living entities also have got that qualities, but those who are not connected in Krishna consciousness, those we call them a karmi, who are only into their bodily concept of life, to them that 50 qualities remain as a shadow. It is there, but just like your shadow, you have no use, nothing much use in the shadow. The 50 quality which Lord Brahma has got, to somebody who is on the bodily concept of life, to them the quality is there, 50 quality, but it's like a shadow. For those who are advancing in the spiritual journey, to them the same 50 quality remains, it is got in a liquid form, whereas to Lord Brahma it has got a very solid form. So in this way, very beautifully explained, Suramihanga Sarvasa Lakshanam Proktam Ruchira Tejasanvita Baliyan Vayasanvita Vivida Bhuta Basavir, Satyavakya Priyavadu, Vavaduka. These are the first 10 qualities out of the 64 qualities of Lord Krishna. These are the 10. Surami Anga means that Krishna has got his bodily beauty. The limbs of the bodily beauty of Krishna is very, very big, exceedingly very beautiful. The limbs of the body of Lord Krishna, Surami Anga, Sarvasa Lakshanam Proktam. Krishna's body has got a beautiful auspicious mark on his body. Ruchira, that Krishna's Sarvasa Suramyanga, Sarvasam Lakshanam Proktam. Ruchira, that Krishna has got, a very a beautiful, attractive future. Suramyanga, Sarvasa Lakshanam Proktam, Ruchira. Okay. Okay, Suramyanga, Sarvasam Lakshanam Prokta, Ruchira, Tejasanvita, that Krishna's body is very radiant, very powerful. Tejasanvita, Baliyan, Krishna has got extra strength in his body. Vayasanvita, Krishna always remain freshly youthful. Vivida Bhuta Basavir, Krishna expert in every languages. Satyavakya is very truthful. Priyavasya, even to the offender, Krishna speaks very pleasantly. And Vavaduka, that Krishna's words are very pleasing to hear. These are the first 10 qualities that Krishna has got. The Suramyanga, his body, limbs of the body is very attractive. And Sarvasa Lakshanam Proktam, there are auspicious, marked on his body. Ruchira, the beauty of Krishna is like a festival of bliss for the living entities. And his body is very radiant, and he has got extra strength in his body, and he's always freshly youthful, and he can understand all the languages. Is very truthful, and he speaks very pleasantly even to the offender. And number 10, that his talks are very pleasant to hear. These are the first 10 qualities. The second 10 qualities is that Supandita, Buddhiman, Pratabanvita, Vidagda, Chatura, Dakshat, Kritagya, Surida, Vrata, Desakala, Supatragya, Sasra, Sakso. Supandita means Krishna is very learned and is very intelligent. Supandita, Buddhiman, Pratabanvita. He improvising the conversation. Even in the middle he comes into the conversation, but he will be known. The whole original conversation Krishna can take up from there. Like we go into the movie, halfway go in, we only know the half story, but Krishna comes in halfway, he knows the whole story. Supandita, Buddhiman, Pratabanvita. And Vidagda, he is skilled with the 64 arts. And he can do many works at one time. We only can do one work at one time, but Krishna can do many work at one time. And whatever difficult task is given to Krishna, he will be finishing it. Kritagya, Krishna is very grateful to the devotees. And Surida Vrata, he upholds the promise he has made to the devotees. Desakalu Supatra, Krishna act according to time, place and circumstances. Accordingly he move. And Sastra Saksu, he follow the injunction of the Sastras. These are the 20 qualities. And the next 10 qualities are Suchi, Vasistira, Danta Samasila, Gambira, and Dhritiman, Sama, Vadanyaya, Dharmika. Suchi is that he is free from all kinds of sin. And Vasi is that he totally control his senses. Stira is very determined. And number 4 is that he is very tolerant. Number 5, even to the offender, he is very forgiving. Number 6, that very difficult to understand the mind of Krishna. And number 7 is that Dhritiman is very peaceful. Number 8 is very Sama is very detached. And number 9 is very generous. And number 10, he follows the path of the Dharma. These are the 30 qualities Krishna has got. And next 10 qualities are is the Sura, Karuna, Mani, Mana, Krita, Danta, Samasila, Riman, and then Dakshina, Vinayi, Riman, Sarnagadi, Palaka, Sukhi, Bhakta Surita, Premavasya. Sura, he can handle any type of weapons, he can handle very easily. And number 2 is very compassion. And Mani, Mana, Krita, he always respect the spiritual masters, the brahmanas and the elders. And number 4 is that, his activities are very pleasing. And number 5, that, he is free from any kinds of pride. Even though he got all these qualities, free from any kinds of pride. And number 6 is that, he is very shy. When somebody talks about his qualities, wonderful qualities, he feels very shy, And number 7 is that, he protects those devotees who have come under his protection. And number 8 is very happy all the time. And number 9, that, is Bhakta Surita, is very friendly to the devotees. And number 10, he is only controlled by the love. These are the 40 qualities. And now the another 10 qualities, that Sarva Subhankara, Pratapi Kirtiman, Raktaloka, Narigana Manohari, Sadhu Samsraya, Sarva Radhaya Samriddhivan Variyan Iswara. These are the 50 quality. Sarva Subhankara is that he is a well-wisher of every living entity. And Pratapi, he terrifies the enemy. And Kirtiman, that by dint of his thrilling activities, just by small activities, become very famous. And Raktaloka is the object of the love of the devotees. And Sadhu Samasra is partial to the devotees. And Narigana Manohari is very much, attractive to the woman. And the 7th is that, Narigana Manohari, Sarva Radhaya is worshipped by all. And after that, he is possessive of all the opulences of the world. And number 9 is that he is the superior. Nobody is superior than him. Number 10 is, independent. Nobody can control him. So these are the first 50 qualities. Krishna has got this quality. Brahma has got this quality. We got this quality. The Karmi has got this quality. To Karmi, these qualities are like a shadow. To the devotees who are advancing little bit, to them the quality is there as a liquid. And to Brahma, who is already advanced, to him these 50 qualities remain as a solid. Now these 50 qualities are only with Brahma now. And now there is extra 5 qualities that Lord Shiva has got. That is Sada Swarup Samprapta, Sarvagya, Nitya Nutana, Sachidananda Sadaranga, Sarva Siddhi Nisevita. Lord Shiva cannot be controlled by Maya. He is out of Maya. No, Sada Swarup Samprapta. Sarvagya, Lord Shiva knows the past, present and future. Nitya Nutana, Lord Shiva also always freshly remains youthful. Sachidananda Sadaranga, that Sachidananda, eternity, bliss and knowledge, it is like a solid way with Lord Shiva. Sarva Siddhi Nisevita. There are 8 kinds of perfection is there where the yogis are looking for. We call it Hanima, Mahima, Lagima, Garima, Prapti, Prakampya, Isidva, Vasidva. That means becoming lighter than the lightest, heavier than the heaviest, smaller than the smallest, bigger than the bigger, sitting in one place, traveling to another place, sitting in one place, taking material from different places, manipulating people's mind, and controlling the elements of the earth. All this perfection, Siddhi, perfection is under the control of Lord Shiva. So these 5 extra quality Lord Shiva has got than Brahma. Now Lord Vishnu has got more 5 than Lord Shiva. That is called Avichintya Mahasati, Koti Brahmanda Vigraha, Avadaravali Bija, Atarakari Dhayaka, Atmarama Ganarkasi. There is that Avichintya Mahasakti, that Lord Vishnu has got extraordinary power for the creation. In that power, he creates even Lord Brahma. Avichantya Kodi Brahmanda Vigraha. Then all the planets, on the hanging on the body of Lord Vishnu. and Avichantya Mahasakti Kodi Brahmanda Vigra, Avadara Bali Bija, all the avatar, all the expansion, incarnations of Lord Krishna coming through Lord Vishnu. And Atarakari Dhayaka is that when somebody gets killed by Lord Vishnu, they also get liberation. And number 5, Atma Rama Ghanarkasi, a person who is already liberated, he himself also still attracted to Lord Vishnu. These are the extra 5 quality Lord Vishnu has got more than Shiva. So now 50 Brahma, 55 Shiva, 60 Vishnu. So 60, Vishnu already got 93% close to Krishna, but Krishna has got 4 things which Vishnu nobody has got in the world. There's a speciality of Lord Krishna. There is no Leela Madhurya, Prema Madhurya, Venu Madhurya, Rupa Madhurya. Leela Madhurya, that kind of a wonderful Leela Krishna performs with his devotee in Vrindavan, the kind of Leela you will never find with any other gods in the world. And Prema Madhurya, the kind of loving devotee Krishna had with him, the gopis and everybody in Vrindavan. Nobody has got that kind of devotees for any other god. And Venu Madhurya, through this flute, he controls the 3 part of the world, the earth, the heavens, and then, the lower planet. And now Rupa Madhurya, the beauty of Krishna, as nobody has got that kind of beauty in the world in this way. Krishna has got 100% of all the quality. Lord Vishnu has got 93% of the quality. And Lord Shiva has got 84% of the quality. And Brahma has got 78% of the quality. In this way, that 3 have come in a different ways, Vishnu and Brahma and Lord Shiva, so that they can help the people in a different modes of material nature. So here we found that Lord Shiva is, he has got all the perfection, Siddhi in himself, and he's also known as Ashotosh. He's very easily placed. It's not like Krishna. You come to Krishna, you have to do a lot of bhakti to please Krishna. Krishna easily never gives to you, but he put you into a test to see whether you qualify to have this thing. Because Krishna wants to make sure that you don't misuse, and because of this misusing, they accumulate sin in your life, and you make your life more problematic. So Krishna wants to make sure that you take the education first. When you're properly educated, then he gives you, whatever requirement you need, and you properly use that for revival of your Krishna consciousness. But Shiva, he doesn't care. He easily please, he easily get angry. So then one time the Virkasura was walking, then he wants to get some, mystic power. So he met Narada Muni. He asked Narada Muni how to get this mystic power. Who's more easy to give me the mystic power out of these 3 gods, Lord Shiva and Brahma and Vishnu? Narada Muni says, Shiva will be easily giving you. He's very easily be pleased. You look at Ravana, how demoniac he was, but pleasing Lord Shiva, he got all the power. So you meditate on Lord Shiva, you will get, the mystic power. So he went to Kedarnath, and Vrikashura was meditating on Lord Shiva. For 7 days, he was very seriously cutting off his own flesh and putting it into the fire, trying to, impress Lord Shiva. Finally, on the 7th day, he saw that there is no reaction from Lord Shiva. Then he already decided, he took out a sword. He wanted to, chop off his head, and then he wanted to kill himself. Understanding this thing, Lord Shiva appeared on the yajna, and Lord Shiva asked him, what do you want? He said that to anybody's head I touch, they have to die. They have to go into ashes. So if I touch anybody's head, they will burn into ashes. Shiva gave him the boon. And after getting that boon, he wants to test Lord Shiva's head, whether touching on Lord Shiva's head, whether he can burn or not. So then Lord Shiva realized he is in a great trouble. So he was running for his life, running to many different planets and everything. Finally he realized that nobody could be able to help him. So he went to the Swatvedip. He went to Lord Vishnu's planet, and then he seek for the help of Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu, he took a form of a brahmachari, and then he came to this Virkasura and asked, what is the problem? Virkasura says, the Lord Shiva has given me this boon, and I wanted to see whether the boon works or not. So I wanted to touch on his head, but he had run away. And Lord Vishnu said, no, you must be fool, because Lord Shiva hasn't got any power. Lord Shiva went for the yajna of his father-in-law Daksha, and there he got cursed by Daksha. He has lost all his power, so Lord Shiva has no power. And if you don't trust me, you put the hand on your own head and see whether it happens or not. So foolishly he thought what Krishna was talking. He took the word of Krishna and he put the hand on his head and then he burnt into ashes. So in this way, the demigod sometimes acting very foolishly, but Krishna is there all the time. But here Prabhupada says that those who are going to the demigod, because they are very much attracted to the materialistic accumulation. In the chapter 7, text 20 onward, Krishna says, Kamasasya ragdata jnana prapadyanti anya devata tam tam niyamam astaya prakriti nitasvaya. Those who are unintelligent, they go to the demigods for material necessities, for material opulences. Yo yo yam yam tanu bhakta sradayatati tasya tasya talam sradas tameva vidadami aham. Krishna says, whatever they are going to the different gods, and that desire of them being fulfilled by me. If they wanted to go to Shiva, they wanted to go to Durga, Krishna says, I fulfill their desire. Sataya sridaya yukta tasya dadana miyate labate tata kama maya vihetan itan. And Krishna says, by going to them, they are getting some material benefit from the demigod. In actuality, that is being given through me only. Antavatu palam tesam tadbhavatam alpamedasam devan devo yajayanti marbhakti yanti mamapi. In the chapter 7, text 20 to 24 onward, Krishna explains that only the less intelligent people will go to the demigod. Those who go to the demigod, when they die, they go back to the demigod. Those who come to me, my devotee, they attain my kingdom. So in this way, demigods may be able to give us some material things for us, but ultimate salvation from the material world, liberation, here Prabhupada says that only Krishna can give us. And here, at one time, there was a very great devotee, one of the Halvar from India, South India, is the incarnation of the expansion of the chakra of Lord Krishna, appeared in South India to preach to the people. Among the South Indians, so there was an Alvar by the name of Tirumilai Isai Alvar. So this Alvar is a very great devotee of the Lord, and he was sitting outside of one of the temple in South India, and being a very poor, he don't have much of clothes. He got some old clothes. He was sitting and then he was stitching the old clothes. And at that time, in the sky, Lord Shiva and Parvati, they were flying in the sky. And he was sitting in front of the temple, and Parvati, noticed that this man sitting there and he's just trying to stitch his old clothes. And Parvati thought, he must be a devotee, so it will be nice if we can help him on something. So Parvati said, why not we go and see that man, see how you can help him. And Lord Shiva said he is a devotee of Lord Vishnu. So devotee of Lord Vishnu, generally they don't require anything, they're already happy being the servant of Krishna. So Lord Shiva said, no need to go. But Parvati said, no, better we go. See if anyways we can help him out. So they came down, and then Lord Shiva said, when they came down near him, he was not, don't even wanted to see Lord Shiva and Parvati. He was busy stitching. And Lord Shiva said, we have come and you are not even looking at us. He said, there is no requirement to look at you because I'm already happy looking at my Lord. So what is the requirement to look at you? He said, no, we have come to give you some help. He said, I don't need any help. The Lord is already helping me. I'm very happy and satisfied. I don't need any help. And Lord Shiva said, no, we can give you some help. You ask for any benediction. And he says, he told Lord Shiva, in that case, can you give me liberation? And Lord Shiva said, no, that is not in my hand. I cannot give you liberation. There's only Lord Vishnu can do that. Then he said, then you can go back. Don't worry about it. No. another thing. And the devotee Tirumala Alvar, he told Lord Shiva, is that means, can you delay my death? And Lord Shiva said, that one also I cannot do. That is not under my jurisdiction. And he said, if you cannot give me liberation, cannot delay my death, and what do you wanted to give me? No, I wanted to give you something. Then he said, he gave the needle to him and thread to him. Can you put the thread into the eye of the needle and give it to me? And Lord Shiva got offended. I'm a big man, and he's insulting me like that. And Lord Shiva, through his anger on the third eye, the fire emanated from his, forehead. And looking at the fire coming, then he's also very great Vaishnava. And from the toe of his leg, that from the toe of his leg, fire came out from this Vaishnava that subdued the fire of Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva understood that, he's a very great devotee of Lord Vishnu. Then he said, actually, you are the best devotee of Krishna. So I give you a title as Bhakti Sara. You are the best among the Vaishnavas. In this way, he awarded, a title for him. And Lord Shiva left from there. So in this way, we understand that Lord Shiva is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is not the Jiva on the other side, living entity. He is in between. But at the same time, he won't be able to give you the liberation, because the liberation goes under the jurisdiction of Lord Vishnu. So anybody, Prabhupada says, anybody wants to get liberation, they must go to the Lord Vishnu, who is in charge in the mode of goodness. That is the way the next verse is coming. Parthiva dharuno dhuma. No, the wood is more better than the earth. Better than the wood is the smoke. Better than the smoke is the fire. The fire will give you a lot of benefits. So in this way, fire is Vishnu. The wood is Shiva, and the wood is Brahma, and then the earth is Lord Shiva. So in this way, three modes of material nature been explained here, and we are so fortunate that we are able to understand little bit. I'm not a very good explainer about this thing. Normally we speak Tamil, so all the time I speak Tamil. Come here, I have to try to speak in English. So in this way, as I said before, that devotees, they don't see anything, outside of Krishna consciousness. Devotee, they see everything in connection with Krishna, so they know everything can be engaged in Krishna's service. In this way, they understand that, the inner motivation, inner, intention is right. Everything they do in their life is very right. So we're going to install Lord Shiva, and that is going to give a lot of benediction, a lot of benefit for the temple here. In this way, by respecting a Vaishnava, by serving a Vaishnava, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Jagannath Puri, he was washing his lotus feet, and at that time, Kalidas, one of the devotee Kalidas, always he open his palm, he take the water, wash the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He drinks, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu one day told him, Bhakti Pada Dulliyara Bhakti Pada Jhala Bhakta Mukta Havase Satina Bahabala. Mahaprabhu told Kalidas, my dear Kalidas, if a person can do three things in his life, the door of Vaikuntha is always open for him. Number one, he must take the dust from the feet of a Vaishnava. Number two, he must drink the water, wash the feet of a Vaishnava. Number three, eat the food remnants left by Vaishnava. In this way, if a person can do these three things, that taking the dust from the devotee's feet, washing the water, wash the devotee's feet and drink it, and taking the remnants of food left by the devotees, surely a person will be able to enter into the kingdom of the Lords. So in this way, we will continue. Now it's 6 o'clock. I think the Arati is going to start.